After performing so poorly in front of like such a huge crowd, we were looking at what we could have done better. Why did we lose? How did we get 3-0'd? What has happened? Like all that kind of stuff. And everyone was just really, really stressed out. And after that, when we came back home, we had to reset our mind. We had to push forward and go into the Korean Bootcamp, because we know that there's nothing we can do about it now, and that we have to do everything we can to get better at the Korean Bootcamp. And what's gonna matter the most is how fast we can improve.
I'm leaving here.
9:30.
Okay. I don't have pray anymore.
Oh, okay.
See you guys.
Is that your bag for the whole 2 months?
Yeah.
I'm packing spare gear just in case shit breaks. I need to buy more shirts. I have so little shirts. We are actually missing some core. Turtle, you brought the spear mouth from the office, right?
Yeah, wasn't there? The previous lifetime.
Bye, odd one.
Hello.
Any final words for us?
Good luck. And, I don't know. Have fun, man.
Bye.
Bye.
See you in 2 months.
See you later.
Just tell Andy to go to the airport, I think. Yeah, just tell Andy to go to the airport.
When does the flight leave?
12. Like midnight. It's more 12:30. It's not exactly.
My
12.
hotspot stopped working, by the way.
If we did the math in there, if you
Oh
leave at
my
12,
God.
we should have 30 minutes left over.
Holy shit, I'm a fucking idiot. I was turning off my mobile data and I'm like, my thing's not working. Holy shit, where was it? Fuck you. I was like, holy shit, we're for a second. We got worried for a second.
You're like all scared.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, look at him.
No, I looked at him. I didn't want him to worry too much.
I'm so mad.
Were you hella worried?
We're just getting to a plane towards Korea. We only had 5 hours to pack after we came home from New York because we wanted to get to Korea as fast as possible so we can get as much practice as possible, and we also can get away with our jet lag. So here we go. It's my first time in Korea, and I'm pretty sure all the other players from my team have already been here, so it's kind of new for me. And I mean, I'm probably not gonna go out without having Korean by my side because I would get lost.
Fuck. We just got North Korea.
They're letting him through. They're letting him part through. It only took like 10 minutes. But he's gonna make it.
During a span of like 30 hours, we probably trailed like 25 of those hours, so it was like really, really rough for all of us. Honestly, I didn't feel like, I thought it was just gonna be a lot of people, it would be really humid and it would just be way too hot, but actually like when I'm going outside, I'm like, okay, it's not actually that hot and it's actually nice being outside.
Being back in Korea is really nice because it was the same area that we were in last year, so I knew like all the food places and just everything here was very familiar and nice. And it's been a year since I was last here. It's just, I don't know, it's really nice to be back. I always like Korea and it's one of my favorite places I've ever visited.
Welcome, Rich.
저기요. 감사합니다. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
You're going to North Korea.
Oh my God.
We're going to North Korea, boys. How do you feel?
Don't say that shit, dude.
Not there.
Don't say that. Really? Is that where you're taking us, Les? Yeah. Oh God. I don't feel safe.
so hyped, dude. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Woo! I don't understand anything.
No, we have to wait for him to get the keys. Wait.
God, dude. I don't want to be around Turtle or Andy.
Why?
안녕하세요.
You're like, Chogyo! Fucking piece of shit. He's gonna yell Chogyo as we fucking walk around.
안녕하세요.
So Reggie.
Hello, everyone watching TSM Legends. Okay, I shouldn't do that. We went to the wrong address. This is where we're gonna ship stuff. This is not where we live, so.
Everything's going wrong.
It was like, we're here.
Let him
The
find the
other-
apartment. He should have.
That guy in that car was probably down through the
Fuck, does anyone else have internet? You're really slow.
I was also.
Wait, who has service though? Do you have service? Let me try it off.
Where's my legs? Oh my god.
I don't know what to say.
Hurt yourself, you turn on the hill.
I'm just here
I'm out of form.
for the food and solo queue, and for going to the wrong address half the time. I'm ready.
This is honestly so typical of us.
Yeah, I didn't expect
We
much
always-
more.
Every time we travel somewhere, there's always like something that goes wrong.
Also, you're Korean. You're supposed to be able to fix this. You're a Korean
Give it.
Pokemon.
Could have been a little more stealthy.
I'm not a stealthy person. I'm a big guy.
Relax.
Turtle is of course to walk today. Ah, Shiba. Dude, that meat looks delicious though. Those are eels. Holy shit. You eat eels in there. That's fuck.
Welcome should go first too.
Andy, open it! Open it! You press the close button. Fucker.
How efficient.
I don't know. Fuck you, Andy! Yo, the button on the left is open, button on the right is closed, okay?
Wait, no. All the cranes are gone.
How about we use the elevator without our Koreans?
Exactly.
I don't understand numbers.
I want to shower.
Same.
And go eat. Wait, this is literally where we were last time. Why did we drive another place? This is the same apartment building. Remember, Darius?
I don't think it's the same one.
It is. Oh, shit. Good night, scrubs.
That's so true.
It seems we have the last laugh. Except we don't have the keys. So
And
we're
Andy
gonna
went
be
deferred
waiting.
himself.
Can't tell the difference. Ah, that's why different. Fuck.
Oh wait, we all have the same shoes. Yeah, but you're different sizes.
I'm gonna bring mine to the room. What do you want to see, Turtle?
Oh, well. So Joy got the good buds.
Really?
All right.
I'm gonna have golden boots!
Yo, Centurion, give me a piggyback.
What?
Give me a piggyback.
What is that?
Oh, fuck you.
You don't know what a piggyback is?
What?
You don't know what a piggyback is? You really don't know what a piggyback is?
It's when someone gets on you like from the back, like that.
Oh. I thought it said pity bag. That's like.
Holy.
Oh, I want to play low up.
It's a quick one. Surprise. Very. Beast bear.
So do we play here?
Yeah, we can get them here and then we can, or let make things go get here and then we can come back.
What do you think of Korean solo queue?
Mixed feelings.
Me and Turtle
Oh
played some
my, are
solo
you
queue.
kidding me? Look at that shit.
Centurion's a little bit sad.
Look at
but,
this lovely solo queue.
Oh, he's installing. He's giving you free win. Be happy. Anyway, me and Turtle played like 3 solo queue games in 1 hour because people just like go AFK when we start beating them. So we win pretty fast, but we also lost 1 game. It's trolling.
Why?
Played really well.
I played Rumble.
He's trolling.
And I was carrying.
I was like, Turtle, Shivano's coming bot. He's like, I'm about to pick this carry. And he was like, oh wait, I'm dead.
Fuck you died way more times than me that game. You died 14 times.
But I had like 20 kills.
I had 10 kills.
Yo, Max, I just broke my glasses.
Really?
I just sat on them. Fucked up.
Where?
They're so uneven, dude. Can you not see? Can you not see how fucking uneven these are?
Oh my god.
Wait, look at me straight. Holy fuck, this.
Why?
Your glasses are tilted.
I'm trolling.
My glasses are tilted.
Your glasses are tilted.
So sad. How's it fucked?
Are you trolling?
It's crooked.
Yeah.
What'd you do to it?
Sat on them.
Try to sit on it again and maybe it'll put back in place.
Oh my god, Darius.
Okay, let's talk. Anyways, we lost MSG. Obviously, we're all really unhappy with that. And I just really want to talk about the team problems to make sure that this boot camp is as effective as possible. And you know, I watched the games. I want to make sure everyone realizes why we lost and how we can be a better team. So I felt like MSG going into it, we had a ton of problems as a team, and our performance really, for individual performance, we completely underperformed. In terms of like a pick and ban phase, we did really bad in that too. And so I really want to talk to the coaching staff, the players, to basically help everyone understand how things happen and how we prevent that from happening. So my mentality going to MSG was, regardless of what happens, we should always go for the better comp. But it was honestly super hard for Loco and the coaching staff to make a judgment call on, should we go for the better comp or should we give Bjergsen all the tools necessary to carry? And that's what really messed us up. I'm gonna list you guys out basically the rules for picks, and I'm gonna send this over to Parth and Loco, and I don't ever want these rules to be broken. So rule number 1, I always want us to practice towards improving and playing for our team composition. So what that means is when we go to scrims, we always play towards a comp, no matter what. If you guys want to practice something special,
Like we build that comp, right?
yes, you always practice towards a comp. I don't want ever there to be a case where, hey, they're playing this in another region, we should play this. It needs to be planned, it needs to be prepped, it needs to be talked about 2 or 3 or 4 days in advance. We need to watch VODs as a team. We need to look at how team comps are played with that champion, how other champions affect that comp, and how we should rotate with that comp, and what items to buy and everything. I feel like that's a huge waste of time that we can definitely eliminate just for preparation. Every single time we practice a comp, every single time we draft, I always want our drafts, we always draft core champions that can lead into multiple comps that we play, and then we draft to counterpick them. We should never go into a game and be like, we're going to play this comp and play it no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless it's our best comp and we know that we can play that comp into anything. We should never go into a mindset where we're tunnel visioning. We should pick neutral champions and then lead into a comp that's good against theirs or has a clear win condition, always. I really didn't like how we went in and we're like, we're going to play Yasuo comp. Or I didn't like how we went in and we're like, Santorin's really fucking good at Italy. We need to lock in Italy. And then we ended up picking a comp that had no engage, had no win condition, and had no way to win unless we had won all 3 lanes, snowballed the jungle, and literally gotten Baron to win. Because we had no catch, and the only thing we had as poke in poke meta sucks.
Yeah.
That was our win condition that last game, and the first game, and it was just complete shit from coaching staff's perspective. And it was something that I should have, I take that blame on for myself. I should have been there early. I should have made sure 100% that we got something with engage. So that blame's on me. So we always prepare with comps, and I want us to play around 4 to 5 comps. That's all you really need is to play 4 to 5 champions each to not get banned out. And then we stick with those. We figure out what the best champions in the meta are. We create a priority list and we update it every single patch completely. And we draft based on that. We always play towards the meta, and we play towards what's the best, and we figure out what's good. We don't have to pick niche picks to win. And that's basically it. We always draft to counter the other enemy's composition and try to have a better win condition. That's the flexibility we need to be better at Worlds. Coaches are going to be required to research teams in our group to see how they play and how to win. And really, I expect you guys to understand the compositions that we play, the win conditions, and research the overall meta with the team. I think that's super important that not only the coaching staff understands it, but the players as well. So I'm gonna move on to the players now, one at a time, and I'm gonna just really talk about like expectations from every single person. So there's 5.16, and we're gonna be playing on 5.18. 5.16 is kind of messed up right now. Riot is gonna patch 5.18 for Worlds, and all the patches after 5.16 are gonna be small patches to just make changes to make sure that things aren't broken.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're gonna be playing towards this meta. So we need to figure out exactly how to play this meta really fast. So we're gonna play a lot of solo queue, and we're gonna try to make it as effective as possible. And I want to be able to like have a strong performance at Worlds. I want us to come in confident with the champions and with the comps we play, and have all the tools to be able to have our highest chance at winning Worlds. We have a long way to go, but I think we can meet that. Like last year, we were complete shit going here, and we improved a lot. But it's really about the mindset that you guys have. I'm really asking that this Worlds, everyone puts everything into it. It's really important that I know that you guys care about what happened to MSG, because honestly, losing to CLJ made me really sad.
Yeah.
Really fucking sad. So anyways, outside of that, I think this bootcamp is going to be really positive for us, and I think that it could make us really, really good if we do it right. I felt like a lot of the liability fell on me. I felt like if I put more effort, had I put more effort, had I been there the whole time, I felt like we could have definitely won the CLG match. So I felt like a lot of that was on me. So I'll definitely make a bigger effort for the bootcamp to make sure that I'm more on top of things. But I also need everyone to understand that they could have played a much bigger role in our team's success too.
Yeah.
From every person's perspective. And then we just need to go into Worlds with a really realistic expectation of how we should play the game. That's pretty much it.
Nice afternoon, Mark.
We just got done eating after an hour, and now we're going on the subway to go to the office and scrim.
Why did he not get on the train?
He's just always last.
We hit by texting or something.
God. We should already text the station and before.
Does anyone have Skype? No, how is he gonna know to get on the train? So basically, we all got on the subway, and then you're gonna make it. And now we don't know where he is, and we don't know how to get him now. And they're discussing what to do, and I'm just like, hey, motherfucker. So I sent Lustboy to find Bjergsen because rest of us have to go to the office and get shit set up. Like we can't all wait because we have to get shit set up. So Lustboy.
Let's all together?
Yeah, and then so I have Lustboy's phone number, so I'm gonna be able to call Lustboy.
That's really not good. Oh shit, I forgot to grab the headset from Loco.
Oh my god.
I have a headset on me.
Really?
Yeah, you suck though.
Alright, so set up your gear, I'll go try to find parts.
And then guys, I set up everything then.
Yeah.
And plug everything in.
Let me go call Lustboy and then go get lane cables and then come back, okay?
Here, you guys can use this to start whoever likes it.
Is there Wi-Fi here, Logo?
Let me ask, okay?
So we just got to the office and now we're setting up. Bjergsen's still not here, but he's gonna be here soon.
Bjergsen sucks.
I sat down and I wrote a Skype message
230 kilobytes.
and I quote, "Someone please get me." And no one responded. It was so sad. I know, and then Lasso randomly showed up and no one fucking responded to me.
Alright, we finally have the office somewhat set up. It's gonna take like 10-20 minutes for people to download and get ready. And we're gonna scrim me and Lustboy's favorite team in Korea, CJ.
Going into our first set of scrims against CJ, I don't really know what to think. I don't know how good they are. I don't know how good we are going to be after a couple days of not scrimming, but I hope that at least we'll be able to learn a lot, and our individual plays should be better after playing a lot of solo queue.
I get up here too and then.
Hey, can you salt?
We need to cut back. Don't fight and choke, don't fight and choke, don't fight and choke.
We're pretty chunky right now.
And then if they come in, like, their comp is really fucking shit if Darius or Lustboy gets behind them. When we get this vision control, and then Darius is able to teleport behind them as they check into this, it's pretty much game over.
We knew that was what we were supposed to do. We were just getting caught.
You called, no, like,
I kept
Keeping
dying.
side lanes. So
We knew that was exactly what we were gonna do. That was every call too. It was just every single time we got vision, someone got caught, or we just picked a stupid fight.
like it's something that everyone knows. But
I said it pre-game too, and I said it early game too.
Okay. Well, then
It was
in game
really
we should be
clear,
really focused about just
let him
getting
finish.
this done.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying
cutting
that-
him off.
Okay, that's fine.
In game, this is what our focus should be. We should be getting vision here and ending it through. And then, so the biggest mistakes that came up is Turtle. When you push sideways, like you just have to call for people earlier. Like you call it, and then you're like, okay, I need you now. Like that's not gonna work. As the wave build up and as you're moving, say.
I'm pretty sure I said it a lot this game where I just needed trail like instantly.
You had like so much more CS than Vayne. You're the most fed person in the whole entire game, and you can't give up your positioning if your teammate's out of position. If Darius is in a bad position, you shouldn't. Like whatever Dylan said, like you value your position.
Yeah.
Freaking, you gave up your positioning just because you felt like Darius is in a bad spot, and that's really what made the game bad for us.
The thing is, like, we need to, if we want to dive, we need to
stop.
call it before we're gonna dive. Because we were gonna say we were gonna go for turret, and then I was like, they're 5 top, we should just get mid turret. But then we were like, but we're just gonna dive, and I was like, oh, but we didn't call that before. So
It
how am I
only
gonna
turned
do it?
out bad because. No.
Yeah, you can 45 diving.
No, I'm telling.
You could just be trying.
No, let me finish. No, it doesn't matter if you're there or not because I could just walk middle and they can't go on us.
Yeah, that's why if we want to dive, we should call for it earlier so I can be there.
I agree, but I don't think people will be able to understand and take it in right now. Even if you tell them, they'll say yeah, and then they'll say yeah, and they won't learn shit.
Okay. So you want to review tomorrow?
Yeah, because we have no games tomorrow.
We won't be able to use spectator client at all though.
What?
We won't be able to use spectator client, which is huge. You can't replay stuff. A VOD review is not nearly as effective as a spectator review.
We can do. Then we can do spectator when everyone gets back. I just think everyone's really tired and they'll just say yeah.
I think the reason why we lost isn't because we're tired though.
No, I don't. No, I'm not saying we lost because we're tired. I'm saying when we do the review when everyone's really tired, they just say yeah, and then we don't really go over the reasons why we lost.
I think that we don't go over the review, we're not going to have a spectator client to do the review. And it's going to be it's not going to be effective at all reviewing it on VOD because when players disagree, you can't show it, and you can't show it from our point of view.
Sure.
And you can't show the goal differences either. And it's really hard from looking at it from one perspective.
We should do a 10-15 review and then we can watch the entire game tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do a pretty short review.
Yeah,
I have a
just
pretty
like
good
10
idea of what
minutes.
happened though.
Yeah.
We lost because our team fight positioning was really bad.
That's one of the
Yeah, but we
goals
kept
and-
fighting 4v5 as well.
Yeah, not patiently waiting for waves.
Yeah.
Not playing around with objectives.
Once we had 2 inhibs, like we just won. Like
Yeah.
if you get 2 inhibs and you have a late game scaling comp, then you just win.
Yeah, like earlier over there, we had 2 nibs, and we had Baron, and then we decided to go. The shot call line was to go for Nexus, and instead of going for top tower for the 3rd inhib.
Oh, when we hit double.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I think for some of us, like even me, like our mechanics are kind of off on like the new meta picks, and it causes us to communicate less and focus on something else, which is probably one of the reasons why we're not communicating so well. I don't know, we're just really stressed out. It's really hard to just say what we want, and we don't know our clear objectives, so that probably contributes a lot to why we're not communicating so well.
I don't know, I feel like people just zone out when we have those talks and it's like, oh, we already talked about this so many times that like it just becomes something people hear so often they don't really care about it.
Yeah, we definitely need to fix a lot of stuff. We'll try to keep the talks interesting as possible. We'll try to fix everything we can for this weekend. Like, at this point, I just want everyone to make sure that there's just no excuses coming into this. Like, at this point, you know, blaming your teammate or whatever is not going to change. It's not like we're fucking gonna. It's not like I'm gonna sub in or anyone's gonna sub in the next day. You have to deal with what you have, and you have to try to make the best of the situation. Same with coaching staff. We need to make sure that our draft is fucking top notch going into Worlds. There's no more bullshit of like not doing picks and bans with the players, not making sure the players understand the draft, not making sure the players understand what the comps. Everything goes for the players too. This event's super important to me, and so we're gonna try our best to do as well as we can. My goal is to make it out of groups right now. I don't have any other expectations outside of that, and we're gonna just focus on one thing at a time, just like last year. If we make it out of groups, we'll buy more time, and if not, our season's over. We've only been here for a week. We changed this, and we just do everything we can.
So we'll just leave our phones at the house, right?
Yep.
That should be fine, right?
You leave your phones at the house. You guys can
And
talk.
no Skype at the office.
Yes, no Skype at the office, no shows. Just focus on the games. Always talk about what we can do to be better. And 2 weeks coming into it, the very last 2 weeks, basically no phones at all. I don't want anyone talking to their girlfriends or getting mad or getting tilted. Like, one player has an argument with their girlfriend and fucking just does something goes wrong. It's gonna fucking tilt them for holidays. Like 2 weeks coming to the boot camp, 14 days left. Everyone puts everything into it.
Being in the same room and just talk about the game all the day. I guess it is same thing. It's in NA, but we are just being more strict and we are just being more hard on our service, and it's really stressful. But I already had experience in CJ, my previous team, so yeah, I guess it's okay.
There's definitely a lot of added pressure on the team. Like, Andy is very hands-on with the team, and he has really high expectations for us. And we're trying to improve as fast as possible in order to sort of meet that expectation. In addition, even practices and scrims that are supposed to be just that, they're supposed to be a place where you don't play or pick optimally, you're just trying to learn concepts that are being taught and sort of take results as they come. There's also the additional pressure that if you lose consistently to better teams, then they consider you a worse training partner, and in that sense, they no longer want to scrim you. And so your practice then becomes worse if you don't perform in previous practice. It's almost like a tryout.
Once you start losing to these teams and you're under the stress of, oh, this team might not play us again if we keep losing like this. Oh, this team might start screaming COG or Fnatic instead of us, and they'll get better practice and we won't get the good practice. And all that just builds into a really negative environment, and it's really important the team and everyone stays on the same page about improving and about being productive. And yeah, that's, as a coaching staff, that's I think one of the biggest things I can do. Make sure the environment stays productive, the negativity stays down, and when people have problems, it's being talked about in a productive way and not being held inside. When TSM is on the same page, everyone's on the same page about improving and being productive, and everyone's owning up to their mistakes and improving, we come out strong. We learn fast. Like, our players are smart, our coaching staff is smart, we are dedicated, and we've shown in the past that we could be a serious contender. A lot of people will think of it as a joke. Oh, TSM, serious contender for Worlds. Oh, TSM, they think they could do, they're just a top tier NA team. Outside of NA, they're not really much. Like, I honestly really hate hearing that. And there's a lot of what ifs from last year at Worlds. What if we did this? What if we prepped this way? What if we were productive in discussions? What if we did a boot camp this way? I really don't want to have any what ifs going into this World. If you played Worlds tomorrow, there would have been so many what ifs, there would have been so many we should have changed that. And I feel like starting today, after that talk, I genuinely will do anything in my personal power to make sure I don't have any what ifs. And I truly believe, and I have faith in the players and the other two coaching staff members that they will too.